Hi, I'm Heather, and I am the owner of Makeup the Bride. I am a bridal makeup expert, and I work on weddings, special events, and any and all beauty-related happenings. So here we go with the first question. Okay. Give us one beauty belief you love to see disappear. That is a great question to start out with. One beauty belief that I would like to see disappear would be that, I don't know, these days it's hard because everybody has seemingly a different obviously perspective on what beauty is. I just wish that more women would feel more confident in their own skin, with or without makeup, with or without Botox. There's so many treatments and there's so many people doing so many things to their faces now. I just, it's just too much in my opinion. I also believe that you don't have to wear so much makeup to have an impact. I see so much social media, and I, just like you, I, see what there is out there, and so many times I just get the ick from seeing people wear so much freaking makeup. You don't have to be beautiful. You don't have to wear any makeup to be beautiful. So that is my answer to that. All right, next. Imagine your artistry as a lipstick shade. What would you call it? That's a good question, Edward. I love these so far. I would, my wheelhouse is soft glam. So I think my lipstick shade would be soft damn glam. There you go. Next. Your kit is limited to 5 items. Which ones make the cut? Well, I can't live without any of my babies. That is the truth. But, and if you saw my kit, you would be like, you need to live without some of your babies because my kit is pretty extensive. What are 5 things? So 5 things would be, I love my Too Faced eyeshadow palette called Natural Eyes. I love that. I use it incessantly. I love my House Labs foundation. I love using my Laneige lip mask to hydrate. I love using like hydration sprays. I love using Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, One Size setting spray. It oscillates. So one day I'll have 5 favorite products, like I just told you, and maybe, tomorrow I'll have a different set of favorite products. But I love diversity. I love having, plenty in my kit to take care of a 13-year-old to a 75-year-old. So it runs the gamut. It's like Sophie's choice. How do I pick? How do I choose? Okay, next. Describe the strangest location you've ever turned into a makeup station. Well, I'm pretty particular about where I do makeup because I'm not doing makeup in a bathroom. I just won't. I think the strangest might be back of a car, maybe, because, I'm doing a shoot or It's kind of a guerrilla style, and it's, you know, you just, what you see is what you get, and you got to make it your own, and you got to make it work. So I would say probably a car. Not too exciting, but there you go. Okay, I'm going to be nicer to the cars now. Name a trend that photographs beautifully but doesn't work for everyone. These are fantastic questions. Like, kudos to you. Oh my gosh. So I think a trend that photographs beautifully is just a beautiful, soft highlight on the cheek, on your décolleté, you know, but if you're a little bit maybe more mature and you have, you know, more things that you want to distract from and not highlight, that may not work for a more mature face. There's other ways that you can modify that element and, you know, bring that into the equation, but probably not like a typical highlight that most people are used to. Next. Share 2 shades that shouldn't work together, but somehow do. That's interesting. Well, I think that you can mix cool and warm tones in general. I don't think that there is a cookie cutter way for makeup and for anything beauty related, in my humble opinion. So, you know, when you're talking about beauty for bridal, you know, it's a little bit different than going into doing beauty for editorial or fashion. So the shades that, I mean, I don't think along those terms. I just think you do you, you know, and you rock whatever look that you want to, even if it's inherently doesn't go together. You can, your energy, your vibe, who you are and what you are might, you know, change it and might change the visual of it. And people might go, oh my God, you would think that doesn't work, but it does work. So I don't think along those lines. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Pick one beauty decade you'd love to see make a comeback. It's all making a comeback. Every decade makes a comeback, so I don't have to dream it because I live it. We all live it. You know, beauty has a, you know, trends, beauty trends, makeup trends, hair trends, all the things have a tendency to be cyclical, right? So they'll leave and then they'll come back and they'll like intertwine into the culture in fashion, in movies, in music, whatever it is. So I feel like, you know, beauty trends like the 80s, you know, that I grew up in, I love seeing hints of, and I love, you know, callbacks to all the time. But again, I feel like the 70s, the 60s, everything is integrated into the here and the now. It's cyclical. And then people do a twist on it, right? So I think that we see it all the time. We see every decade come back. Call out the detail most people overlook that always shows up in photos. The detail that most people... You know, it's funny because when you're talking about bridal and photos, usually and hopefully brides will, you know, ask for my concierge service so they don't have to worry about anything not being photo ready, because I will be there making sure that from head to toe, you are good to go for photos. But the detail, I think, is, I don't know, it's a toughie, but just making sure that your accessories, your, the veil if you're wearing a veil, or your hairstyle, or anything that is accompanying the look is on point in photographs. Makeup wise, if there's any blemishes or red marks or anything that, should have been looked at prior, and maybe the makeup artist didn't know about, I think should be taken care of and should be hopefully hidden before pictures. But there's also Photoshop, so I feel like, God forbid, there's something that it can be taken care of. Maybe the other thing is lashes. Sometimes lashes, have a tendency to sometimes come up because of the glue. So maybe close-ups, and maybe that could be a thing. So hopefully I answered that all right. If you had to build a full look around one feature, this is easy. Which feature would it be? It would be the eyes. Eyes, 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 eyes. All day, all night, eyes. Because I feel like eye shape, eye color, can lend itself to so many amazing and wonderful, fun, exciting looks. And a lot of times, it's surprising that it may not take a lot of makeup or a lot of, product, if you will, to bring out one's eyes. So that would be my feature. I love eyes. Okay. Imagine inventing your dream product. What would it do? Oh my God. Such a good question. The dream product. Maybe it would be, what person or makeup artist doesn't love a multifaceted product? So I would love something that, that you could change and interchange in and out of, like, for your eyes, for your, complexion, for your cheeks, for your lips, that doesn't take several different, components, and that you can interchange. There are palettes that are multifunctional. There are, like, Danessa Merrick's has, products that she has come out with that are fantastic and along those lines. But, I think, something that hinders sweat. Something that hinders sweat. That is another one that I would love to invent. I think Botox helps hinder sweat. I think, there's anti-sweat products out there, but I don't know. If there was some magic pill or magic, serum that would just shut it down completely, that would be great. And then the other one that I mentioned. Okay. Point to the secret weapon tool you can't live without. Lighting. When I do makeup, I have no idea what shit show I'm gonna walk into in respect to lighting. So I always have to bring my lighting setup. Because literally, if there's no light, if it's dark, I'm not wearing a headlamp. I need light. A lot of times I am starting my bridal parties really early in the morning, so it's dark outside, and lighting in a hotel room for the most part is crap. So lighting is the most important thing for me. Okay. Matte or glow, which side are you on? Oh. Honestly, I want to take these questions and I want to I want to investigate, more with other, artists in the community too. It's just, these are such great conversation topics. Okay. I would say glow. I like my soft glam glow. I will always, I think, err on the side of, or being attracted more to just that really beautiful, subtle, soft glow highlight situation. So there's that one. Share your go-to quick fix when makeup goes wrong. When makeup goes wrong, I take a Q-tip and I can take a little bit of makeup remover and just hopefully correct what I did wrong, or just pick up the dot or mistake. I can also use a baby wipe. I can use a serum, whatever. It just depends on what mistake I did as to how I'm going to clean it up. But I don't mind making mistakes. Even when I teach clients to do makeup for themselves, I always say, let's make a mistake. Let's make a mistake or two, because I think that learning how to correct mistakes are just as important to learn how to fix them as it is to learn the process of applying makeup, because not every day we're going to be perfect. Not every day we're going to have like the most steady hands. Not every day we're going to be able to see well. Maybe one day you wake up and you're like, wow, my eyesight isn't as good as it was yesterday. You never know. So yeah. Name the celebrity look you get asked to recreate the most. Well, thank God it's not, thank God it's not, no, I'm not going to say that. Okay, so which celebrity I don't know. I don't really get celebrities that much because I'm not much of a, I guess, I think makeup artists would probably get that look more when they're doing maybe a red carpet or something like that. But I get more myself Pinterest looks more than celebrity looks, personally. So. Turn your artistry into a hashtag. What would it be? It would be hashtag soft glam bridal artistry, or bridal beauty, soft glam beauty, soft glam bridal look. That's a few. But it's hard to dwindle it down to one right off the cuff. Whatever hashtag is gonna, be searchable the most. Name the biggest makeup myth you wish people would stop believing. The biggest myth that I wish people would stop believing is that, that's a hard one. It's not an easy one that just comes to mind, because I love people who, embrace their looks and go for it, and just, be confident in the skin that they're in. So I think the beauty myth that you have to be something other than yourself should be what people should, and I wish believe in more often than not. And out here, it's a little difficult, right? Because of all the, you know, social media and all the comparing and all like the, you know, the treatments and things that you can do to yourself to modify yourself and yada, yada. And I get it. It's, you know, you got to do what floats your boat. But I think I just wish people would maybe not feel like they have to do as much, because I feel like you start looking like everybody else. And that's just a little bit of a bummer, I guess. But yeah. Tell us a beauty rule you secretly love breaking. A beauty rule that I secretly love breaking is the fact that a lot of times when I do makeup, the process that I do, a lot of times makeup artists will do like the face first and then go back and do the eyes. I actually kind of flip it. I always have. I've always done eyes first, and then I go and do the rest of the face next, and then last I do lashes, but that's just me and my process. A lot of people are seeing when I do that, like very surprised that I, you know, am not the opposite. So that's that. Point to the product in your kit that surprises your clients the most. The product in my kit that surprises people the most. Back in the day, it was probably KY jelly, but that was more to create effects when I was doing more of that. You know, there was a minute where I had Preparation H in my kit to help with, you know, bags under the eyes. I think, there was this product called the color Bleu, and it was a French eye drop, and they were blue, like maybe like my nail, like blue. And so when I think they were banned from the US a long time ago, but they would make your eyes just like crystal clear white, beyond like crazy, crazy fabulous. And so I think that people would be like, oh my God, what is she doing? What is she putting in my, like, ew, gross. And the effect would like be astonishing. But now we have like NAFCON A eye drops, and now we have Lumify, and now we have, you know, so many other options to create the effect. Anything else? You know, I try to have double stick tape, you know, in my kit, because people always seem to need it. Like glue, like body glue to help glue things down. That's not really makeup related. I don't know. I think those run the gamut of things. Oh, got to be hair gel that I use for eyebrows. So people are like, that's interesting. A lot of times, you know, and they're like, oh my gosh, I've seen that. That's so crazy that you use that too. Yeah. So a couple things. Design a look for any celebrity. Who would you choose and why? You know, I love what I do, and I'm very passionate about what I do. So celebrity-wise or real person-wise, I don't want to differentiate, or I wouldn't call to any particular celebrity because, I think everyday people are just as amazing and important as, celebrities are. So I would It doesn't matter. I just love what I do. So if I have a face in front of me, I would love to do that face. And celebrity-wise, I mean, I've worked with many celebrities and in my past, and, you know, everybody's great, but, you know, I just want to do makeup. I just want to do what I love to do. So whether it be on a celebrity or whether it be on your mother, I do not care. Okay, but seriously, somebody who is not afraid, somebody who's not afraid to, you know, bend the boundaries a little bit of makeup. Celebrities like, of course, I forget everybody's name right now. That girl and that girl and that person. I don't know. I like kind of the vibe of Euphoria makeup, where you really kind of just have the realm of being creative and just like doing your own stuff, your own, even though that's not where my makeup is and that's not my, you know, where my makeup artistry lives. I so have like mad respect for, you know, people who are able to have freedom with makeup and are not afraid to like kind of, you know, push those boundaries with the looks and just have fun with it. So that's my answer. Thank you.